Should I travel to Yorktown? Should you visit Yorktown, the battlefield that won American independence? If Philadelphia is where America declared independence and Williamsburg shows what colonial life looked like, then Yorktown is where the United States won its independence. In October 1781, American and French forces surrounded the British Army here, forcing General Cornwallis to surrender after a 3-week siege. It was a decisive military victory that changed history. Today, visitors can walk the battlefield, explore interactive museums, and stand where one of the world's most important military campaigns ended. But is Yorktown worth your vacation? Let's find out. The biggest mistake visitors make. The biggest mistake visitors make is treating Yorktown like a quick roadside stop. Many people spend an hour driving through the battlefield before leaving, but Yorktown deserves far more than that. Between the battlefield, the American Revolution Museum, the waterfront, and the Colonial Parkway, most visitors should plan on spending at least a full day here. Another mistake, skipping the museum. The battlefield becomes much more meaningful after learning how the campaign unfolded and why the victory mattered. The biggest difference. The biggest difference between Yorktown and most American history destinations is that visitors can stand where the Revolution was won. Jamestown marks America's beginning. Williamsburg shows colonial government and daily life. Yorktown tells the final chapter. It's where Britain finally realized the colonies could not be defeated. Few destinations allow visitors to connect so directly with one of history's defining moments. Let's explore the pros and cons of traveling to Yorktown, starting with the pros. 3 biggest reasons to visit Yorktown. Number 1, walk the battlefield. That won the Revolution. Few battlefields change world history as much as Yorktown. Visitors can explore the Yorktown battlefield, original earthworks, British and American defensive lines, surrender field, Morehouse, the battlefield driving tour. Unlike many historic battlefields, Yorktown remains easy to follow because many important locations are still preserved. Standing where General Cornwallis surrendered makes one of America's defining moments feel surprisingly real. Number 2, outstanding Revolutionary War museums. Yorktown complements its battlefield with one of America's best Revolutionary War museums. The American Revolution Museum at Yorktown features interactive exhibits, Revolutionary War artifacts, a recreated Continental Army encampment, a Revolutionary-era farm, films explaining the campaign. Visitors also learn about the crucial role that French soldiers and naval forces played in securing American independence. Together, the museum and battlefield create one of the country's best Revolutionary War experiences. Number 3, complete Virginia's historic triangle. Yorktown is only one part of the story. Within a short drive, visitors can also explore Jamestown and colonial Williamsburg. Together, these destinations tell nearly 2 centuries of American history. Jamestown shows America's first permanent English settlement. Williamsburg shows colonial government and everyday life. Yorktown shows the victory that secured American independence. Few places in America offer such a complete historical journey. Next, let's explore the downsides of visiting Yorktown. 3 biggest downsides. Number 1, Yorktown is built around Revolutionary history. Nearly every major attraction revolves around the American Revolution. Visitors spend much of their time touring battlefields, visiting museums, exploring historical markers, learning military history. If Revolutionary history doesn't interest you, Yorktown may feel limited. Number 2, smaller than many visitors expect. Yorktown itself is a relatively small town. Most visitors can comfortably see the battlefield, museum, and waterfront in a single day. Fortunately, that also makes Yorktown easy to combine with Jamestown and Williamsburg. Number 3, a car makes exploring easier. The waterfront is easy to explore on foot. The battlefield is not. Many important sites are spread across several miles. Visitors planning to see the battlefield, Jamestown, Williamsburg, or drive the Colonial Parkway will find renting a car much more convenient. Best things to do in Yorktown. In Yorktown, don't miss Yorktown Battlefield, the American Revolution Museum at Yorktown, the original earthworks and defensive lines, surrender field, Morehouse, the battlefield driving tour, Yorktown Victory Monument, and the Yorktown waterfront along the York River. The battlefield is particularly important because visitors can explore the actual landscape where the decisive 1781 campaign unfolded. Best time to visit Yorktown. Spring and fall offer the best combination of comfortable temperatures and outdoor sightseeing. That matters at Yorktown because much of the experience takes place outside while exploring the battlefield, earthworks, historic roads, and waterfront. Summer offers longer days and seasonal programming, but it also brings Virginia's heat and humidity. Fall is particularly appealing because cooler weather makes exploring the battlefield more comfortable, and the trees along the Colonial Parkway begin changing color. Yorktown can also be visited year-round, although some historic buildings and programs may have limited availability depending on the season. Ideal trip length. For trips to Yorktown, a half day allows travelers to explore the battlefield and major historic sites. One full day allows travelers to combine Yorktown Battlefield with the American Revolution Museum at Yorktown and the Yorktown waterfront. 2 days allow travelers to explore Yorktown plus Williamsburg, and 3 to 4 days are enough for travelers to experience the entire historic triangle: Jamestown, Williamsburg, and Yorktown. For history travelers, the full 3 to 4 day historic triangle trip whenever possible. Jamestown tells the story of the beginning. Williamsburg shows how colonial society developed, and Yorktown brings that story to its conclusion with the struggle for American independence. Who should visit Yorktown? Yorktown is perfect for American history enthusiasts, Revolutionary War travelers, families, students, military history fans, Virginia road trips. Yorktown may not be ideal if you dislike museums, you're looking for nightlife, you're primarily interested in beaches, you have very limited time. Final verdict. Yorktown isn't America's oldest colonial settlement. It wasn't America's colonial capital. Instead, Yorktown represents something even more important. It's where the United States secured the military victory that made independence possible. Walking the battlefield, exploring the museum, and standing where Cornwallis surrendered offers visitors a powerful connection to one of history's defining moments. For travelers interested in American history, Yorktown is best experienced alongside Jamestown and Williamsburg. Together, they form Virginia's historic triangle, one of the finest historical journeys in the United States. If you're building an American history itinerary, Yorktown absolutely deserves a place on it. Should I travel to? 3 pros, 3 cons. You decide. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and check out our other travel comparisons.